Mindy, in the growth. Thank you, Alexis. Home soccer games will mean millions of dollars in economic impact for St. Louis. But one Wash U expert says there's something even more important than that. Our Ray Preston has that as we continue our team coverage.
We caught up with Patrick Rishe at Tuesday morning's announcement. He says if the team can bring in 10 to 20% of its fans from outside the region, the economic impact could be up to $2 million per game.
But what's a bigger impact to me is that because this sport caters to the millennials, to the Gen Zers, not only does this create an extra entertainment amenity for local St. Louisans in a sport that they love, but it could bring in companies from outside of this region. We're already doing a great job bringing in those companies, but we may do it even more so now that we have a soccer team.
While all we have is renderings of the stadium for now, you can expect a stadium designed to appeal to the younger crowd.
Stadiums these days, they have to be as tech savvy as possible, so you have to have the utmost Wi-Fi. But in addition to that, you have to create fan engagement. You have to create spaces within the facility that encourage that kind of communal engagement.
For the past few years, the Blues and the Cardinals have supported one another rather than competing for sports dollars. Cards players at Blues games, the Stanley Cup at Busch Stadium. Rishe says there's room in that relationship for a third team.
Soccer is such a fun community environment. There's the fan engagement is something really off the charts. And I think that's something the other teams, I don't believe they're really worried about the soccer team stripping sponsorship dollars or fan attendance away because they're different sports, they're different fan bases.
In South St. Louis, Ray Preston, News 4.
Want to take a moment to recap some of the things you should know. The team will begin play in 2022. The stadium will be built in downtown West, likely near Union Station. However, an exact location has not yet been announced. The team name and colors also still have not been decided. MLS plans to hear from you, the fans, on what you think about that. And the league says season ticket reservations will be available when stadium details are finalized. No word yet on how much they will cost.